What is good, fellas, and hope you boys are all having a fantastic day. We got a lot to talk about this morning when it comes to college football 26. We're take a look at anything brand new that we do have a few quick small things I do want to go over. First things first, we are currently on the road to 1,000 subscribers. Shout out you guys, last night we did hit 800 subs. If you guys are new to the channel and you do enjoy daily CFB Ultimate Team content, I feel like you already know what to do. Get on there, drop a like on this video if you have not already, and now that we got that all out of the way, let's hop into today's morning video. When it comes to today's content, we do have Standouts Volume 3 dropping. This is going to be the last big drop of the Standout promo. And so with that, and with the Standout promo technically ending on Saturday, there are some things we got to do. There are some things we got to talk about. First up, do not forget to do your Standout solo challenges. These Standout solos have been some of the most rewarding solos we have in the entire game. Week 1, people were pulling champions, LTDs left and right out of the opportunity packs. I will say week 2, opportunity packs were not very rewarding. You will be able to earn these today. If you haven't done these or you're just picking up cut now, these opportunity reward packs have the biggest boomer bust variants. Basically either pulling a champion or a 75 overall. The solos will take you a good bit of time. I'm not even gonna lie. So if you are behind on these things, I would get after it. Just so we're all on the same page, you should be doing all of your solo challenges as they come out. You guys are gonna see I am behind on my alumni. I gotta get these things done, but everything else I am officially caught up on. Names of the game we got yesterday. I would assume we have something new tied into the Mountain Dew promo eventually. You guys can see right there, tier 1, 2 of 6. If I remember correctly, we got the first part of this last Wednesday. Maybe it was Thursday. I'm pretty sure it was Wednesday though. We should have part 2 dropping at some point this week, maybe today, so keep your eyes out on those. And then of course yesterday we did have the name of the game promo. Later today I'm going to drop a video talking about the best way to unlock these name of the game tokens, so stay tuned for that. But just so you know, there are ways to earn free champions by playing through the name of the game solos. We'll talk more about that later today. When it comes to other things tied directly into the Standout promo, again, this is not meant to be rocket science right now. We will get to some hard-hitting stuff later in the video, but I do want to remind you guys about the top dog event. Now, this reward right here is still an 85 overall B&D Standout reward pack. This is 4 different cards, maybe 5 or 4 different cards from the very first drop of the Standout promo. For me personally, I don't care too much about winning 40 times, but what I do care about is potentially getting to 30 wins. Again, the 83 pluses, the 80 pluses, the opportunity packs, all tied into the Standout promo, have been really, really good for the most part. And just by getting to 30 wins, you guys are going to unlock 183, 183 plus, another 80 plus, an 80 plus, an 80 plus, as well as a bunch of coins. If you guys have not played this event, well, it's going to expire in 7 days, 2 hours, and 51 minutes, so make sure you guys get after this before it does expire. Again, I do not think it is worth getting up to 40 wins, but if you have some time on your hands today, this weekend, I would at least earn up to 30 wins. I don't know how competitive it's been. I haven't played the modes since I think the first drop of Standouts, because as soon as I realized they weren't upping up that final end tier pack to a 86 or a 85 plus, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna spend my time elsewhere. Speaking of spending my time elsewhere, and this hasn't officially rolled out yet, but we are gonna have a title update. That title update is not coming today. It's going to be coming tomorrow. So expect super early tomorrow morning for those of us who like to rip cut at 5 o'clock in the morning. Unfortunately, that will not be able to happen. EA is going to have server maintenance starting super early tomorrow morning. But the reason I'm talking about this on this screen right here is we have some new features coming to head-to-head. We're going to have a leaderboard campaign, whole new thing coming. We have never seen it before in Ultimate Team. And it's basically going to be mini competitions within promos. And if I remember correctly off the title update we read last night during the updates video, it said it's going to be tied into solo play, head-to-head, and menus. So a lot coming on that end, but we're also going to have brand new limited time events. The example they used is we're going to have an all SEC Clash team event. So you have to have a certain number of SEC players to actually register into the event. And then finally, the real reason we're sitting on the head-to-head screen, apparently on Thursday, this is going to be reworked so you can actually see what you're earning a little bit better. I will say it is a little bit confusing, especially for extra credit. We have no idea how many wins it is to get to the max tier reward. So it is nice that EA is coming in here and actually reamping this and making it look a little bit nicer. So shout out EA on that end. And of course we do have college overtime. I tell you guys all the time, this is the best way to make coins in this game. It's a little bit tedious, but still the best way to make coins in the game. Later today, we should have new Season 1 XP if you guys have not already finished everything off over here. I mean, it's not going to expire, but it's just going to be annoying to knock it out, so make sure you guys are getting all of this done. If I had to guess, we'll probably be able to get up closer to like level 34, maybe level 40 by the end of the week, depending if you guys have that XP crossover from CFB 25, which, by the way, somebody did confirm it. Shout out Fly By Night. I have no idea if you're watching this video, but you actually can get it done. I haven't done it yet. It takes about an hour if you guys haven't played any CFB 25. I would recommend 10 levels is a pretty big deal, especially when the field pass is only 51. That is a fifth of your field pass. If you're like level 30 right now, you can get up to level 40 by literally just going in and doing some solo battles in CFB 25. When it comes to other things over here in Season 1, name of the game, again, we'll talk more about this afternoon. Standouts, I would not expect to see anything else new here, which does kind of blow. I was telling you guys to quick sell these Standouts strat cards. I do regret it because some of these were actually pretty good. I'm not mad though because I made a free 120,000 coins. The standout cards, they're not going to get outdated, but we'll take a look at part 3 here at the end of the video. The cards kind of suck. I don't know what EA thought they were cooking, but we got an 86 speed wide receiver. We had an 87 speed champion. Oh, by the way, the 86 speed wide receiver is a limited time. Again, I have no idea what they did, but it's not great. Fresh Faces part 3 will be dropping this Friday. This should be the final part of Fresh Faces. We may have a 0.5 part of the Fresh Face promo dropping next Monday, but if that's the case, we'll break it down later. And then, of course, alumni's, these do reset every single week, so you guys should be trying to get these things done. It just gives you new coin packs. I've seen some really good pulls out of the coin packs personally. Like, I saw a 30k over on Twitter. I have pulled maybe one thing over. I think I pulled a 3k yesterday, and that was my biggest one ever. But it is possible to actually get some cool things. It's not very hard. You have to have alumni players in your lineup, but if you guys are keeping track of things, you get so many B&D players in this game, just make sure you have 2 in as your backups. I just really haven't been playing much since Sunday, I guess. Now that I say that, I definitely have more than 135 rushing yards, so I'm not exactly sure what's wrong there. But we will have to wait and see. But at this point, it is what it is. When it comes to the store, rerolls were terrible yesterday. We talked about this a few days ago, but some days rerolls are extremely hot. Other day, rerolls are terrible. Yesterday was not one of those days. It also wasn't one of those days on Monday, but all weekend, people were just non-stop pulling LTDs out of this 85 plus overall training pack, which we will talk about why this is important here when we get to the market. And then the rest of the stuff right here, it's your same old. Again, hold on to all your Season 1 tickets. Every single time we get an overall increase, we should receive a new B&D champion. Kendrick Falk, by the way, already outdated. I mean, he's not outdated. We just have so many edge rushers in the game. I would save my tickets to see what exactly we get when we jump up to 87 overall. You know, there should be one more overall increase coming during Season 1 because of the Season 1 login pass, which right now, we're at day 18 currently. I believe this thing caps out all the way at day 36. So we're halfway to an 87 overall. The reason this matters is we're going to have one more overall increase before we get to level 36. Fellas, I actually think we could see an overall increase starting next week. With the way EA's been operating, I would not be shocked. There is a chance we get it maybe by like day 30 right here. But we'll have to wait and see. Moving over to the market. Interesting things are happening over here. I don't expect too much to happen to the wide receiver market. Again, we do have an LTD wide receiver dropping. He's just not very good. AJ Green isn't going to change in price too much because of that card. The champion, where is he? 86 overall. Where is dude? I guess it was name of the games yesterday, and they're farther down. It's Malik, cannot say your last name, out of Western Michigan. Significantly better than Desmond Howard. His price isn't going to change too much. This is probably the second best wide receiver in the game. You could make the argument that it's like a Nick Anderson or an Eric Singleton, but he has 87 speed, so I'm going to call him the second best option. Nothing really too crazy is going to change right there. Where the market is going to dip is pretty much every other position that has a card dropping today. We have another right edge dropping. Of course, we have another champion running back. We have so many running backs that look the exact same. Some have 86 speed, some have 85 speed, but every single promo drop we have received a new running back. It's kind of crazy. Isaac Brown, Turbo, Jeremiah Love, Mark Ingram, Ahmed Hardy, Tiki Barber, Harlan Berry, Jaden Ott, Eric Dickerson, Ricky Williams, Fluff Bothwell, Marshall Folk. Then if I go over here and I click on a position that, let's just go with, let's pick a position like, oh, I know which one, strong safety, and I scroll all the way up. We don't have a single champion strong safety. You have one dropping today. He will most likely be the second best strong safety besides D'Angelo Hutchinson. It's just a little bit interesting why EA loves to give us running backs. If you guys want to pick up this backdrop in the day, he's actually pretty good. So I would probably sell off whatever you have right now. On my team, I'm currently using Jaden Ott. He's going for the absolute low. If you guys want to buy any running back today, specifically any of the 86s or 85s, I do expect them to get, like, they got cheap yesterday. I don't expect Jaden Ott to go back up in price. Honestly, you can probably find some Jaden Otts or some berries for like 75 to 70,000 coins, which I don't know the training conversion off the top of my head, but there's a good chance that's a great price to buy training. Somebody like a Turbo Richard right here, he's ridiculously expensive. I saw Isaac Brown's yesterday for 50,000 coins. Turbo Richard was selling for 800,000 coins when content dropped. Even if you wanted to buy this card, this kind of goes just like in general. With the way rerolls have been in this game and the way packs have been, LTDs are not going to go for 1,000,000 coins. It's very different from Madden. Obviously, we have the AJ Green. He is an exception, but in Madden, LTDs are usually ridiculously expensive. You aren't going to find them for rentals or near rental price. And cut, you can actually pull these cards. So I don't expect their price to be anything too crazy. Isaac Brown went up about 30,000 coins since the last time I checked. Even that's a little bit wild to me. Running back market is interesting. I don't think you need to have one of these top dog options. Like, yes, they are good, but as soon as we get that 87 speed champion running back, the running back market is going to be in shambles like none other. The last thing on the market I want to talk about is going to be Gabe Jacas right here. People have been talking about this card a lot over the last few days about investing in him, and it's a really good investment. If you can buy him for 250,000 coins, buy him and sell him off in like 3 days once he's out of packs on Thursday, you'll net probably anywhere from like 30 upwards to like 100,000 coins profit depending on when you're selling. I've been talking about this for about a week, ever since this card dropped, and I was like, hey, he's really good. And then he started flying out of packs, and I was like, yo, invest in Gabe. I saw it a bunch on Twitter yesterday. I've seen other people talk about it on the internet. It's a really good investment. I'm not going to sit up here and say, oh, I found this, because anyone with 2 cents about the market realizes really good card, 1 overall higher, going for 250,000 coins because he doesn't have a quick sell value. He's going to go back up in price. I had to guess these all-season cards in general, if we have them throughout the entirety of the year, they're going to be really good investments because they also fly out of those training rerolls. And so when rerolls are hot, you can find these cards for the low. Even if you don't want to buy training when rerolls are hot, just go and buy the all seasons player. This is just something you can do going forward and should genuinely make you a decent bit of coins. I'm not going to post a full-on video about the all-season method until I really see it work this week, but it worked last week with Parker, the center, the 87 overall, especially if EA is going to keep him 1 overall higher than the normal LTD overall. There's just no chance this doesn't work. And finally, let's take a look at the worst drop of the Standout promo. EA literally saved the worst drop for last. Desmond Howard, this was the card I was talking about. He is a 5'10" wide receiver with 86 speed. I don't fully understand what they thought they were cooking. They did not cook. Desmond Howard has a Heisman. The dude on Central Michigan, the 87 overall with, or the 86 overall with 87 speed. I can't even say his last name. I have never heard of dude. Yes, I don't watch any of those Central, Eastern, Western Michigan teams play college football, but I'm going to say 90% of the CFP fan base who that is, and I'm just kind of upset that EA did Desmond Howard so dirty. It's a big name in college football, and he's going to be dirt cheap, not good, and you'll probably be able to get him for a 0-coin rental. The other players we have today are also kind of mid. We got another edge rusher. If you had to guess any position that will be dropping, running back edge rusher. I will say this time it is a right edge. Usually we get left edges, but it is what it is. He looks really good though. 84 speed, 83 block, 87 excel. I do still think Dwight Freeney, who dropped on Monday, is going to be the best edge rusher in the game. He's just basically better everywhere, but still a solid option right there. And then Peter Woods, 87 overall defensive tackle, will most likely be the best DT in the game. I prefer speed on my defensive tackles. He's got 75 speed, but he's 6'3", 315, and you guys can see those stats. 87 power move, 85 finesse move, 75 speed also isn't bad at this day and age. Moving on to the champions, we finally have our first promo champion, and he's actually really good. Strong safety, 200 pounds, 86 excel, 84 change of direction, 83 hit power, 81 man, 84 zone, 86 tackle, 85 speed. I take that back. 85 speed isn't bad nowadays, but it's also like, dude, why is he 85 speed? We have 86 and 87 speed on champions, and he's the first strong safety champion, which again, I don't understand what took him so long. Running back, Mekhi Hughes. I mean, it's cool. It's probably the best of the 86 overall running backs now. but it's another running back, a card we really did not need. We got a Mod Moses right here. Of course we have a free safety, our daily free safety champion, 84 zone, 86 man, 85 speed. I will say, if there's any of the free safety champions you want to buy, today will be the time to buy them. If you want Moses, I wouldn't buy him today, but any of the other ones, go out there and buy, especially the 85s. And then Trey White, another left edge rusher, 85 excel, 85 pursuit, 84 speed, 83 block shed, 86 finesse move. And then we got some 80 power move. I mean, yeah, this is a left edge rusher in a game where, very similar to running backs, if I go down here and click over to left edge, I mean, it just seems like we have an excess amount of this position. We honestly don't have that many. It's just been the last few drops have been giving us so many LTDs. And then right edge, I would assume, is pretty similar. It's just very top heavy. We actually have more right edges. It's just top heavy with the LTDs. With that said, fellas, is going to be everything we got this morning. If you guys did enjoy this video, go there and drop a like I guess not as always, but we are on the road to 1,000 subs. Once again, shout out you guys. We hit 800 last night. I appreciate you guys. First time I did this over on the Madden channel, it took me like 3 months to get to 1,000, maybe like 4 or 5 months now that I'm thinking about it. And it looks like we're gonna do it here in about a little less than a month. So hopefully we can get there. I'm not gonna jinx anything, knock on wood. But I appreciate you guys. Have a good one.